everybody, today I'm going to talk about regional unlocking some of my game consoles. Now if you're new here, consider now ring the bell. So I did a video like this almost a year ago now, I think it might have been a year ago actually, where I region unlocked my GameCube, my one from Japan, or one of them. And I kind of wanted to do this today because last night I unlocked 3 of my game consoles to play international games, and I kind of want to talk about this today. So yeah, let's get started. I have the Wii, the Super Nintendo, and a Nintendo 64. So I kind of wanted to start with this Wii first, and for people who didn't see my Sendoco haul, basically in a nutshell, I got a boxed Wii from Japan that was red, like its 25th anniversary, for like $20. And the thing is that this is actually a Japanese Wii that was normally region unlocked. So to give proof that it's actually a Japanese Wii, boom, there's a Japanese right there. So at first when I got this, I didn't even think there was a way to region unlock it. But with the way that I homebrewed my other Wii recently, the one that I've had for years, I actually decided to install the homebrew channel on this. And it actually was not that hard. And like, I thought it was gonna be a lot harder than it actually was. The tutorial I saw was like one that was like 2 minutes long or something. It was just like very fast paced. I probably could have done like watch another tutorial where like it was actually like a little bit more explained well. But I kind of wanted to do it as quick as possible. But maybe I ended up spending more time on it. But yeah, so I installed the homebrew channel, which I've never done before, and I tried to install the homebrew channel on my other Wii that I had before, my white one, and I didn't know how to do it. But luckily, I think I've come a long way with like even like modifying electronics like this, and I'm gonna be showing like every like kind of system like on the TV near the later end of the video. But yeah, so this is one of my favorite modifications I've ever done on a console. Because like, I just didn't think it was possible. It only took around like an hour or so, which I thought, especially with all the WADs that like people download on these. And I think it made it a little bit easier because like, I already had all the WADs saved from my other Wii that I modded. So it was just like copy and pasting it. So, and inside here is a 2 gigabyte SD card, or technically it's a SD card that is has a micro SD card 2 gigabyte. And the reason why I have this 2 gigabyte one is because this thing is a Game Boy flash card. I got this a while ago and it's really starting to break. Like I literally got it for like $6. And don't get these, like they just suck in general. Like I would just save up your money to like get something better than this, but I just decided to steal the 2 gigabyte SD card. And like that's the thing, is that these flash cards, or this one only took up to 2 gigabytes, so I might as well just use it. So yeah, so with the Wii, it actually wasn't that hard. It's probably the second easiest one to mod. It's just like, I thought it would take a lot longer and more difficult to change it. So, and the thing is that like with this Wii, it's mainly the other problem where it couldn't play American games. So I will test this Super Smash Bros. Melee game from Japan later on. I actually got this from the Sendoco haul as well. Actually, no, I think I got this later. This is actually a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee, or actually it's called DX over in Japan. It has a little bit of different packaging and I actually kind of like it. So yeah, so it did play this, but I wanted to kind of play American games as well. So yeah, so the Wii wasn't that hard. And the next one I have is the Super Nintendo. So actually the thing is that I like the system, but I wasn't really a big fan of the games for a while. Like I thought the Super Nintendo was a little bit overrated. But like, I've actually gotten into a lot of the good games recently. So what the issue was with this console, Nintendo did this thing for a few console generations where they would have these tabs, or these aren't tabs in here anymore, but I'll probably show an image of it. They would have these tabs that would lock out the user from playing other international like versions of cartridges. So this one was actually way easier than I thought it would be too. Because all you had to do is that like you had to like just snap those tabs out with like a thing of pliers. And I used these type of pliers, and this one actually worked really well for this one. I actually found these, and I didn't even think we really had any tweezers. You can actually like see the plastic of like all the like the white plastic like on here. Yeah, and this Super Nintendo probably needs a cleaning. I don't think I've cleaned it since I got it. There's actually like marker down here. And like, I got this for like $30 like 6 or 7 years ago. If there is a console that I'm not getting rid of in like a lot of my collection, it would be this one, or one of the ones, because this one's just worth too much, and it still works pretty well. But yeah, so this one was really easy. And like, for people who don't know about the Super Nintendo basically has like, I don't know about PAL games, but for NTSC, there's 2 different versions of Super Nintendo cartridges. So the first one is North American. I actually kind of like this look better for the cartridges, personally. It would be these little tabs that would like fit in with the cartridge slot. And then here is the Famicom game that I got like a year ago. And this is Street Fighter 2, I got it for like $4. They just won't fit with this Famicom unless if you snap them off, which I did. So yeah, and then I actually got this game recently. It's a F-Zero. This is the game I've been looking for a while. And like, I didn't want to buy it on eBay because I'm impatient. I didn't want to buy or wait for shipping. But yeah, I actually found this at the game store. But the thing is that I kind of modified it a little bit because like, all around here in this label, it was really worn. Like, I just decided to cover it up with marker, and I think I did a pretty decent job. The only thing you can really tell that I kind of messed up in is the Super Nintendo logo right there, but I think it looks pretty legit. So, I also am kind of showing like some of the pickups I've gotten recently too, because like I've been starting to get it back into retro gaming. So yeah, the Super Nintendo wasn't really that hard. I just was a little nervous about like doing it straight out, like not going into the console, which I was originally going to. I actually think I really like this, so. Alright, and then the last one we have is the Nintendo 64. Now, people say that this is the easiest one to mod, pretty much. I've heard that. It was easy for other people, but I made the dumb decision to snap off the tabs in here with these pliers. And oh my god, if you can do anything else like except for what I did, please do, because this took forever. With the Super Nintendo plastic tabs is that like they're way less durable, but these are so thick and so sturdy that like I just really had to just chip away at them. So yeah, so basically this took a long time, and it probably didn't need to take that long, but actually with screwing in this console itself, it wasn't actually that hard. I just had these screwdrivers right here. Yeah, I just used those, but it was just mainly getting that cartridge slot to not have those 2 tabs. I kind of wished I filmed it, but I was getting really pissed off when I was really trying to do it because like the plastic was so tough to chip out. And this tweezer was struggling. Maybe I should have recorded it, but you just would have seen a mad sign, and I don't know if anyone wants to see that. I actually really like that I modded this console in particular, because this system, Nintendo 64, is definitely the most amount of Japanese games I have for that console. Because like most of the Nintendo 64, I mean everything's gotten expensive, but most of the 64 stuff is really like expensive. I actually have a video that I might do because I got some stuff from Sendico recently, and like I have some games that I got for really cheap that over in the US, like its US versions, is insanely expensive. I got $100 games for like $20, and I'll probably do that for a future video, but I don't know how long it's gonna take to ship. But yeah, so I think this is my favorite that I get to play the games, but definitely my least favorite to mod, and it shouldn't have been that hard. So yeah, so I'm glad that I have this modded too. I think I was maybe just tired because like by the time I got to the Nintendo 64, I was exhausted, and maybe I was just kind of getting really impatient and really mad. So yeah, let's go over to the TV. Hopefully I can get this camera working with the shutter speed. But yeah, let's go over there and let's test these consoles out. Alright guys, so I'm at my CRT now. So I actually also downloaded the Homebrew channel on this Wii as well. Yeah, so it's all in English, the menu is. And with this Homebrew channel, yeah, it just wasn't that hard to download at all. And I have like all these mod things. Yeah, I just copy and pasted all the ones from my old Wii, which is somewhere to here. So, but yeah, so I have Super Smash Brothers DX or Melee here, and let's plug that in first, or let's put that in. There we go. This disc, though, I've had a little bit of issue with it working. Like, it's been a little bit scratched recently, so hopefully it will work. Alright, so that launches. Sometimes it wouldn't launch, so let's grab this GameCube controller. Alright, I think it's gonna work. Now, yeah, I don't know Japanese at all, so this is, like, pretty new for me. Yeah, CRT filming doesn't actually look too bad. I've been trying to make the shutter speed work, but it's just been kind of hard, so. Yeah, so, this version, or this Japanese disc works. Yeah, I can't read any of this. Yeah, I just got the Melee copy, like the Japanese copy, because, like, it was just way too expensive for the US version, so. But yeah, so, that's the Japanese one. Let's also put in an American game in here. That's the thing that was, holding it back for me, was that the menu was in Japanese, and it was, I couldn't play American games. Alright, so let's put an American game in here. So I have, Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego. This is, like, nostalgic for me. I don't know, I have the Star Wars one, but I don't know where it went. So, yeah, this way. Sometimes I forget that the disc is that way. And the thing is about this Wii is that this Wii's disc drive is way better. Like, the Japanese really know how to take care of their stuff, so, like, it is way more smooth. My white Wii just has a really bad disc drive. I mean, it works, but, like, it's very cracky. Like, it's very old. So yeah, there you go. And to prove that it loads, there it is. So yeah, it can play American and Japanese games. Like, my white Wii, like, it had homebrew and stuff like that, but it couldn't do both, so. Oh man, this is so nostalgic, oh my gosh. Yeah, and I kind of like these Lego games that kind of don't have the dialogue. I mean, I know there is, like with the Rise of Skywalker, or like the Skywalker Saga, that you can turn that on. Just kind of feels different whenever it's, there's no talking. So, alright guys, so I got the Super Nintendo set up. So, yeah, this one was just so easy to modify. Probably the easiest to, like, do physical, like, modifications. So, yeah, so let's test out F-Zero, and let's see how that works. This Super Nintendo needs a cleaning, though. Alright, there's F-Zero. I actually played this game recently. It is very fun. Like, it's probably one of my favorite Super Nintendo games I have currently. Oh, dang it, I don't have the controller plugged in. But you kind of get the idea. So, there's F-Zero. It's actually kind of surprising on how cheap it was. It was like $10, so. Yeah, so there's F-Zero, but I'm about to plug in Street Fighter 2. Boom, it can fit. And there you go. That one actually felt the best with, like, the tabs not being there. So yeah, that's a Super Famicom game on the Super Nintendo. It's crazy. I really like having the same console play different kind of like regions. So, alright, so now we're gonna do the Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64, yeah, this one was hard, and it didn't need to be. So, yeah, I actually have the cord connected to the front because I'm all out of ports, except this one. So yeah, I have Conker's Bad Fur Day, and this is a reproduction because I could not find it, like, in authentic without paying $100. And actually, I got this game last year, and then I got rid of it, and I got it again, so yeah, there's Conker's Bad Fur Day, an English copy. And then we have a Super Mario Kart 64, Japanese, I only got it for like $3. But yeah, so let's put in Conker's Bad Fur Day. I actually don't think I've ever played or put this in. Oh my gosh, it says for mature audiences only, that's funny. Actually, this is probably the best the TV has looked filming these, because, like, I've always had trouble with this. Yeah, so there's Conker, an American copy, and then here is Super Mario Kart 64. There you go, a Japanese copy. Yeah, so out of all the kind of like consoles that I did or modified, Nintendo 64 still has a little bit of a resistance with the tabs, but it's good enough and it plays, so yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been trying to film this video for the past few hours and I finally got it done. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.